parenting presentation and helping you manage your digital life with your students and kids. Here we have our link to our Wilson One-to-One website describing our goals, and we're trying to help our kids use and leverage the internet responsively, productively, creatively, and collaboratively. Here is the Wilson School District One-to-One website that gives you more information about the One-to-One initiative, and as well as its goals and outcomes and the reason why we're doing this and the research and rationale behind moving to a one-to-one environment in a school. There's also tabs here for students, parents, FAQs, as well as comments, which we'll be getting into throughout this whole presentation. The easiest way to get to the website is if you go to Wilson School District, WSD.org. It'll take you to the district website. And on the right-hand side where the quick links are, down below that, there is a link for the Wilson One-to-One initiative. So that's a quick way to get to the one-to-one site, which we'll be covering more. First thing we're going to like to cover here is the optional technology insurance fee. It's $20 a year. It went down from $40 last year. Also, students who qualify for the National School Lunch Program is asked to pay $10 per year and must be qualified for the program as of July or August 1st. Again, just taking you back to that website so you're more familiar with it. There is an FAQ tab here too as well, which basically answers most of the frequently asked questions by parents and the community in general. So here's more about the optional insurance fee that we charge, as well as a damage fee structure. So for example, if your student damaged the Chromebook the first time, it'd be $20 if you opt into the insurance fee, and $50 for the second occurrence, and then the cost of repair of the devices themselves. We have a cost repair schedule here too as well. And that just shows you the just different details of a Chromebook. Overall, the total Chromebook itself, if it was destroyed and you did not have the optional insurance, it would be $269 to replace the device. Here also the Chromebook repair schedule is. Also, I want to help you understand that we're trying to keep the kids safe using Goguardian as our filter and monitoring tool for the district. This allows us to see what sites are trending, allows us to see what sites students are going to. It also allows us to track the Chromebooks if we get permissions to the parents. If it's lost or stolen, we're able to go down and track the location of the Chromebook. This is all done through the Google Apps for Education account that the students have. And it's a really nice tool to help our kids keep them safe. And if we have a kid who gets into trouble, we can really dig down to see what they're doing. Maybe the counselor can see that, hey, they've been on Facebook for 4 hours a night rather than doing their work. So this is a nice way to see what the kids are doing on the tools. By logging into the Google account on their Chromebook, no matter where they are, this data comes to our district. We also have another filter that is linked to our network. So that's anybody who comes to Wilson School District, say with a cell phone on the Wi-Fi or a laptop getting on our guest network. They're also filtered through iBoss. We do have a place that allows us to help students and teachers request access to sites that may be blocked by iBoss or Goguardian. A lot of times sites may be blocked just by a category where maybe they're really valuable to the classroom. We can unblock that stuff. So if you just go to wilsonschooldistrict.org, and if you go down towards the bottom, again, beyond the quick links, if you click on the arrow next to the Wilson One-to-One initiative, we have a list of approved apps and Chrome apps and extensions that can be installed by students. And we also have a form that allows anyone, a teacher or student, to fill out a request to unblock a site or application that may be useful in the classroom. It would be reviewed, and if approved, then it will go on the approved list of apps and extensions. OpenDNS is a nice service. Mr. Trickett, a high school principal, put together a nice screencast on how to use OpenDNS, and I'm just going to help you understand what it is. It's a totally free service, and what it does for you is basically allows you to filter your network or a device in your home totally free. So when we give out a cell phone or an iPod Touch to a kid who's, maybe on the younger side of 4 or 5, we're really giving them keys to drive anywhere on the internet. And every single video and every single picture is in that kid's pocket once they get that connected device. So OpenDNS has a free service for families that all you need to do is enter in the domain number into the Wi-Fi of a kid's device. So this might be someone's iPod or iPhone. If you go into the Wi-Fi settings of that iPhone and go to the DNS server number, if you put in this number, it basically redirect that device to open DNS servers who are automatically filtered for pornography and inappropriate material and things like that. You can also put OpenDNS on your router, so every single device that's on your network at home can be filtered. You can also set it up so there's different levels of filtering for different people in the family. So if someone needs to get something, an adult in the household that you do not want kids to get to, you can set it up and manage it so different devices at different times of the day can get the different things on the internet. Here's an example of a Netgear router. All you would need to do is get into your router and put in the number here to the family shield, and everybody on your network would be filtered. Again, OpenDNS, we have a video here that can help you get it set up, and there's some other links here to help you out too as well. A great service and free. There's other free services out there that does something similar too as well. Being a 21st century parent is a difficult thing to do, and a lot of us don't even know how to change our own Wi-Fi password, but I think these images are funny. Also, this is just a quick video on screen time. So if you click this and watch basically throughout this video, and generally I just fast forward to the middle just to show when kids are staring at a TV screen, that's called bad screen time. So the AAP, American Academy of Pediatrics, this links out to their guidelines for screen time. We want our students not in this screen time. This type of screen time is bad. Not that, you can't sit down by yourself, put on headphones and watch a instructional video on how to do something. That's not bad. But doing this all the time, it's becoming bad screen time. It's not good for the kid's brain. This is the type of screen time we want, where the computer is a tool while kids are collaborating, creating, and communicating, and they're just using the device to access information and to share information and to create information. So again, if you'd like to learn more about screen time and how it affects our kids, here's some more links about screen time too as well. If you click on anything in here, it'll help you out. So here's just quick 2 examples of what we're trying to do in the classroom to transform it, wrapping the 4 C's around the curriculum that students have to learn anyway. This is an example of 2nd grade class at Cornwall Terrace. I'm doing a hangout with a 7th grade class in New Jersey, where the kids in New Jersey were actually teaching the kids in 2nd grade about science. Really neat project. And this one here were 2 calculus kids doing a hangout with 2 calculus kids in New Jersey as well. And they were learning how to design a logo using a graphing program. So again, getting to the content we need to get to, but incorporating communication, collaboration, critical thinking, and creativity is one of the bigger goals of our one-to-one initiative. A great little quote here about how different this world is for our students on some research or some articles of helping your child on social media. One point, though, we'd like to make with this is also that when kids receive texts or updates or a Snapchat, they're taking the perceptions of other and internalizing them and changing themselves. When you talk to someone face to face, you get to see their face, you get to see their intonation or listen to their intonation, and that helps you understand their perspective. Many times I'll get an email and I'm like, I can't believe this person said that. And then I'll go and talk to that person like, no, that's not what I meant to say. A lot of times we interpret text and other people's information through technology as way different than actually their intentions are. And a lot of times our kids' brains aren't fully developed enough, so they start to tell their own story and develop their own story from their own internalized perceptions of things. Also, we want to point out that 85% of the issues kids have with technology is because they're in a private space. The internet is a public space, just like going outside. When you get on the internet, it's like walking outside. So 85% of the time, kids get in trouble when they're up in their room with their devices. So please get their devices out of their bedrooms. There's many social media sites out there that can do wonderful things for us, and we can learn wonderful things, but we also can get into trouble with them too as well. We can't block everything. Kids are going to run into inappropriate material on the internet at some time, so we need to help them make good decisions when that occurs. Such as if it happens on their Chromebook, then they close the site and they tell their teacher that, hey, this is just what happened. I just wanted to let you know. And then the teacher can take appropriate steps to help support that student in making a good decision with technology. Just for example, Omegle is one where basically you have two options when you go to that website. You can click a button and it's like roulette, and you can chat with someone throughout the world randomly, and click another button to refresh to chat with someone else. And the next button in Omegle also lets you video chat with someone else in the world randomly. So very dangerous tool for for students because of the number of predators are out there. So we have to be aware of these tools are out there and help our kids make better decisions with the social media. Another great site is commonsensemedia.org. It's fantastic for families and parents. So, for example, if my son wanted to go see the movie Thor, I could quickly type in Thor, click on the movie. It'll give me the trailer, give me some what parents need to know information over here, as well as, what's the story about? Is it any good? More importantly, the link down here, what families talk about. So this gives me some talking points to my kid after he comes back from that movie. Even if I didn't see it, I can have a good conversation. And that's the best filter as all, is parents having good communication about media consumption with their child at all times, developing that relationship, coming up with norms on how to use this stuff. Doesn't happen without communication. Graphite's a great place, to find an app or an extension or a game. If a kid wants to download or buy a PlayStation game, this is a nice place where you can see reviews and see if it's appropriate for your kids. Yeah, even a cell phone contract here that you can use with your kids too, for guidelines on using their cell phone. More resources for Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram here as well, helping our kids learn how to use this stuff appropriately, responsibly, and can really change their life. There's a lot of people out there that are changing the world using social media and making themselves better using social media. But again, there are some stupid cat videos, for instance, on here too as well, that maybe aren't just really that productive. YouTube has also some features built into it. So down here in the link is safety on. At the bottom of a YouTube video, you can turn on safety so that YouTube filters some inappropriate stuff too as well, and some other resources for using YouTube more effectively. The Google Safety Center is basically a one-stop shop for all things that Google offers to people, and how families can help keep their kids safe and, more importantly, knowledgeable on what's going on out there. More other resources here too. How do you turn on Google Safe Search, for example? So some other resources for Google. If your student has an iPad, iPhone, iPod, there's also some settings and restrictions you can turn on so that different services are not available on that device. So here's some other resources for Apple, similar resources for Android devices, and then also Edutopia is the last resource we'll share. This is really meant for educators, but they do have some parent resources on here that are excellent. So if you're need more help, this is another place to go. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns on the one-to-one website, we also have a comments tab that'll take you to a form that you can fill out and ask a comment. If you'd like to add your email, you can, and just submit. So if you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to use that form. Thank you very much and have a great day.